fantastic example of this is in Mimiron. In Phase 1, when he uses the Lava Burst on someone, you can watch where that Lava Burst travels and pre-click on who's about to receive it and cast a big heal. This will allow you to keep them up, hot them up, and then focus on the tank who's about to eat a Plasma Blast, which is incredibly deadly. The final concept I'll be covering is purely a Resto Shaman one, which is Lesser Healing Wave, which is the rotation Riptide, Lesser Healing Wave, versus Chain Heal. The theory crafting I included with the post with this video contained is the big chunky descriptor of why I prefer Chain Heal. But basically, Riptide, Lesser Healing Wave pigeonholes you into a certain rotation. Now, being stuck in a rotation denies you the ability to triage heal, particularly since if you're using Riptide, Lesser Heal, sure, you're triaging all the time, you're constantly keeping people up with a fast, quick heal. The problem with this is, tidal waves will generally fall off while Riptide's still on cooldown, even with the tier 8 2-piece set bonus. Now, on the other hand, Chain Heal, a much more malleable spell which you can precast to greater effectiveness, will always keep tidal waves up itself, allowing you to effectively triage, on top of the fact Chain Heal is a good spell for going, I'm not sure who's going to take damage next, I'm just going to poop this at a tank or something and watch the bouncers heal the melee, which is always an effective strategy for Resto Shamans. That's most of the healing concepts covered. Examples will be contained in the next few strategy videos, such as Mimiron, where I'll point out when I'm using triage healing, or I'm using different type of things. One other thing I forgot to cover in this segment, because this recording is fairly linear, is overhealing and heal cancelling. Heal cancelling is merely when someone's about to take damage, you start casting a heal, but if they never take that damage or they receive a heal before you, simply moving or stopping the heal from casting. This is important on long fights like General Vezex, where you need to maintain as much mana as possible. An important thing to understand though is not to overstep the bounds of this. A great example of where this is necessary is Phase 2 Mimiron, where everyone's taking constant damage, so even if the target you've targeted with a Chain Heal is at full health, who gives a shit? Let the Chain Heal go off, the bouncers will be bound to heal someone. You have not wasted any time by targeting this person and casting heal on them when they've already lost health but they receive a heal midway through the cast. It's very important to understand the difference between when you need to conserve your mana and when you need to go balls to the walls and spam until you go which you typically shouldn't, particularly on Mimiron because it's a relatively short phase and Phase 3 lets you get your mana back like crazy. The next segment of this introductory video is itemization, particularly for Resto Shamans, but it will cover a few concepts that might be helpful to other healers. The first of which is purely for Resto Shamans, and that is MP5 is the god stat. It is something I cannot explain through theory crafting, unfortunately, but I've always seemed to benefit since BC that if I stacked more MP5, I would benefit. I assume this is actually because having more mana gives you the ability to be flexible with your healing, using different heals without going in long fights, and on short fights spamming to your heart's content.